Right. Today we've got season finale multiplayer for the festive season. What blueprints can we win? I don't need Chiron or Senna. I need F8 Tributo and SC18 and 488 and SCG and Pagani Zonda. I don't know what I need for that Ital design. Is that the new one? Yeah, it is. Is it the new one? I don't know. There's too many cars called Ital with Ital design in the name. I don't need any of those, but I'll take Trofeos and Celines. And I'm assuming we then get to use all of those cars, and I'm hoping they are whatever rank we have them at. Yes, they are. So I've got my gold Chiron. I've got a 2-star Devo that I didn't get to use in DS4. So the people saying I might get to use that Naran Hyper Coupe in DS5. Even if I bought the Naran Hyper Coupe now, I doubt I would reach the stage in DS5 that would allow me to use it or benefit from it. But I've now got a 6-star Senna, and I need 5 epics to make it gold. Oh, don't tell me there's epics. I can't do 30k. I cannot play this game that much over a week. But is it Oh, there's Senna Oh, I wish I was a robot. That's just made my... Oh, that's just really ruined my mood. Because I want those Senna epics. But if I put all that effort in and then didn't get one Senna epic at the end of it. What do you think? My plan was to try and get to 15k, but I might only go to 7k. I only went to 7k on the last multiplayer thing. Because you get a blueprint pack at 7k, but then the next one's 8,000 more points away, which is more points than you've made so far in the thing. It's a really demotivating milestone marker to reach, the 7,100. I've changed my plans on this now. Sometimes I'm just going over this ramp and then into the barrel, but I haven't I haven't worked it out yet. You see, sometimes weird stuff happens. And then I get knocked down. Twice. The guy behind me can knock me down now as well. I know. Yeah, I hadn't tried spinning before the second ramp on that bridge before, due to the risk of not aligning and going straight on the next jump. The best way I found was using the right barrel and keeping it low and then going over the next flat ramp and then hitting the barrel. But I haven't done it with many cars yet. You only really know how TouchDrive will perform and react when you test out pushing it in different places on the track. Is where you learn it's how I learn to avoid wrecking, by finding out where it wrecks. Also those gaps in the matrix, so sometimes you can hit a wall or a bit of a hit near a wall and your car just disappears and respawns just behind. You've got to be aware of those gaps in the matrix. If it happens once, it will probably happen again. Is his car solid already?
I'm going to take my Senna out now because it's more fun to drive. The Ducati's cool, but I want to try out my, what is it, 4,300 rank Senna. I think I'm at about that. I went quite mad this morning, and I don't know whether it's kind of, I don't want to not be mad. It's like if I calm down and I forget what's making me angry, then whatever makes me angry will carry on without a battle against it. It's like I have to get angry to fight against it and solve the problem. And that's what ends me up in a loop because I just want to chill out, but then I start talking to myself in my head and the problem comes back and then I just short circuit. Kind of causes Tourette's. I just start blurting things out really loudly and then repeating them. Really weird. It's like I'll be having a conversation in my head and then one part of it will just start looping and I just start saying it over and over and over. And more neighbours are now noticing me walking around talking to myself, and I'm becoming the old man that talks to himself. Although none of them think I'm an old man yet, I think I'm an old man. And a lot of you think I'm an old man because you're all so young. But yeah, I definitely thought my dad was an old man when he was my age. And it's a very sad moment when you go past half your father's age. Oh no, he's going to hit the wall. Oh. That only seems to happen in multiplayer, and it never happened in... Well, it didn't... it's different cars, but it never happened in 1 versus 1. Like it missing that barrel and then just slamming into the wall. I've got an electrician coming on Sunday, so I can sort out all my lights, and then I can properly either rent or sell my house. Because believe it or not, I've lived in my flat without lights for a year and a half, and I just use lamps and lanterns, walk around with manual lanterns around my house to have light in the evenings. And it was because the lights blew up, and I can pay to fix them, but in 20 years of living here, I've never, out of choice, had a workman in my house, and I can't do it. And now, luckily, I've got a neighbour who happens to be an electrician who can informally look at my problem and try and help me work out what the problem is. He's not actually going to fix it because he doesn't really work. He doesn't work anymore. He's retired and he's not well, but he's been kind enough, knowing that his neighbour's been living in the dark for a year and a half because he can't let a workman in his house, that he's going to come round and help me on Sunday. That's what it's like living with a anxiety disorder. Years pass of you living in the dark because you can't let people into your house. And the being dark stopped mattering to me because it's easier to use lanterns than go through the stress of letting someone in my house. But now I want to leave, or I want at least the freedom to rent it or sell it. It's like the things then blocking me do that is I can't really rent a house that doesn't have lights. It's like, it wouldn't get very good reviews on Airbnb, would it? I still walk into rooms and switch the light switch on and go, oh yeah, they don't work. Of course they don't work. I actually think it's my neighbour above's fault. He floods, his radiators break so much because when his drunk tenants come home, they sort of take some clothes out the washing machine, try and hang them on a rail or something and start kicking the radiators because they can't see where they are. And then when they kick the radiators, they knock the valves out of place, and then all the water starts running through the walls, and it starts raining in my flat. And I've had it start raining in my living room. I've had the hallway start raining a couple of weeks ago, and it's always at 11:30 because it's like the moment they've come back from the pub, and on a Friday or Saturday night. So it's always when I really want to chill. And I think one of those occasions, it just went all into the conduit, the conduits for the electrical cabling for the lighting in the house, and shorted it all out. And I'm a theoretical physicist. I think I can get electrics, and so I try fixing it myself. But my house has the relay within the lighting circuit it's quite like even to people that get wiring, like it's a bit of a mind. I don't like swearing on my channel, but it screws your head up. And I think at one point I took all of the cables apart to try and identify which one was shorting with another. And then I hadn't taken any photos of the arrangement, and I hadn't put any labels on the wires, and then I just couldn't remember. I was certain I'd remember where they all went, and I can't remember where any of them go. And then as I put them back together, then you just start shorting out more circuits because you put a loop in by accident. And like, I need help. I may be a physicist, but I'm not a Sparky, and I accept that now. Oh, that should have been a KD. Oh! That's just because the handling's so good on the Senna that it hit that truck. TouchDrive's handling ability doesn't avoid trucks for you. They're positioned in places where it wants to go if you overextend anywhere or something. Let's keep going. This is chilling me out. But again, I don't want to forget how angry I am. It's like, if you forget your anger, you're a sheep. That's what they want. That's what everyone wants, you to give up. Because they're bored of hearing me complain, I got a warning about complaining too much for this one issue about the noise. And today I still had to complain again because I think they broke the regulation, their own regulation of 7 a.m. I think they came at 6:58. And I had to just send another email to the local councillor and my MP just saying, I do actually formally give up. I will not email you again. There is no help for this borough. The litter and noise has got too much, and it's all due to the council. I said I'd sell my house, but actually I'll probably just rent it out. And I'll probably rent it out to students or as many people as I can legally put in the flat that will probably make as much noise as possible. I don't know if I can catch up that problem. That might have cost the race. Oh no, it'll have cost at least 3 positions if I can get past this guy without traffic. Nah, it's cost all of it. Shame that. Maybe one more place. Shockwave through here. Ah! That was a bad race. Next race. I can't remember what happened. Oh, it was on that barrel. I got pushed off. There is that risk. I always take that barrel though. I prefer it because you enter the next section high and you land on people. If you go the other route, you can get landed on. And it also means that you can get a shockwave on the next barrel roll. And that shockwave on the next barrel roll, very few people shockwave through that barrel roll. So when you're behind them and you shockwave through the second barrel roll, you always catch them up, land on them, KD them, go through. So it's always a very safe route. It's a very safe route if you can control that first barrel roll and not get knocked off like I just did. Which if you've seen many of my multiplayer videos, doesn't happen that much. But I know it's a risk. Right. Are they Devos or Chirons? The decals confuse me. I've got to get to Shockwave for safety. Oh, and he crashed. Brilliant. Don't go too high. I got nervous that the car was wobbling. I had to change route option. Don't crash! Oh. I got nervous before the barrel roll that because the guy was behind me, my car would be pushed too high and it wouldn't land back on the track. The sort of slight lagging in physics was making me paranoid. So I went the other route. Next. Might have to get the Chiron back out. Two more gas on my Senna though. Gonna use them up, let it refuel, and then in the evening I get another gas tank. Oh, this is a bad line. I feel it would have just crashed me straight into that car on the left. I want to stay connected to that front car. Oh, next race I'll get a blueprint. if I don't come last in a race with more than 4 players. Well, it's Himalayas, 3 Chirons, 2 SC18s. Oh, sorry, my knees hurt. I've been sat stupidly. Sorry, I know what an adverb is. I like the Apple slogan, think different. It made me and a friend laugh quite a lot because it should be think differently because it's an adverb, but then actually if they're different then they want to be different. It's think different. So it's just it's quite nice and ironic. Think different. Think differently, man. I don't think that car even catchable. No. I think my recording's getting long though. It is stressing the phone. What blueprints am I going to get? Tray coins or blueprints? It's more likely blueprints than tray coins. I've never seen someone hit that balloon. I thought he was about to hit the balloon. I'd like to know if anyone's ever hit that balloon. Right, blueprint time. And then I'll call this video a day. I'll do more laps in the Chiron later. I'm at 22 minutes. Tray coins. Right, if I get to 15,000 points and I get trade coins at 15,000 points, I'll still have to do the epics because if you get to 15, it's only 5,000 to an epic. Yeah, if you get to 15, you've got to go further. It's this gap between 7,100 and 15,100 that there's the hard one to stomach. Good luck, guys. I'm madder than you.